evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A.B.A.T.E. I hope everybody's doing well. It's almost Halloween, folks. I'm sure everybody's got lots of stuff planned for Halloween. Maybe somebody's got some rides or something like that, or any events coming up. Please feel free to call in. The number's at the bottom of the screen, 312-738-1060. You're more than welcome to call in. We always enjoy hearing from our viewers and look forward to seeing you at all of our meetings. But first, we're going to read to you the mission statement of A.B.A.T.E. The mission of A.B.A.T.E. of Illinois is to preserve the right to a safe, unrestricted motorcycling environment and to propose and advocate actions that can be taken by elected officials to protect and conserve the natural resources of the state of Illinois and ensure through professional management the sustainable use, recreational opportunities, and enjoyment of these resources is available for this and future generations. And you're more than welcome to join whether or not you ride and whether or not you have any interest in protecting and preserving the rights of other people who do. Because remember, when you have a right taken away, you're not going to get it back. So you got to get them before they can get our rights taken away from you. And speaking of rights and politics, in just about 2 weeks, look at the calendar, Oscar, I don't have my calendar in front of me, we got an election coming up. And A.B.A.T.E. has sent out a list of recommended candidates that we are endorsing for the general election. So please feel free and do vote for the candidates that A.B.A.T.E. endorses, because they preserve the right to ride free at Illinois and look out for the rights of motorcyclists. This is a very, very important election, and please, if you're not registered to vote, I think you can still register, I think a week before. I'm not 100% sure, but please, now more than ever, your vote is needed, because we do have politicians that would love nothing more than to add more taxes, put up more speed cameras, more red light cameras, more blue light cameras, and things like that. And we're a nation under surveillance. So the only way we can preserve and protect the right to ride free and other things like that is to vote for the government that we want. Because if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. And it's so important. It's 5 minutes of your time. Get into the polling place and please vote wherever in Illinois you are, any of our 102 counties. You know who your candidates are. You know who you need to vote for. And they know that they will protect us. So with that said, I'm going to remind you about our next debate meeting, which is going to be on Wednesday, the 21st of November at the brewery. And let me line this up. You're all welcome. Everybody is welcome to attend. Bring a friend. Hopefully bring in a new member, because there is power in numbers. The more members we have, the more people that belong to A.B.A.T.E. and care about people who ride. Look, I'm not a rider. I'm a passenger. But to me, it's always been about freedom and preserving and protecting the rights of other people. So please bear that in mind when you go to vote. And please don't sit out this election. Even if you go to vote against a candidate you don't like, get in there and vote. Because we need everybody's vote to make sure that the candidates that we support get into office. Thank you. Okay, so you know it's the meeting is the 21st of November at the brewery at 3848 North Harlem. Now, it's important to think about things like how much you'd like to spend for someone to fight for your right to ride your motorcycle as you see fit. How much would you spend for someone to fight for your right to ride the type of motorcycle that you like? How much would you spend on 20 hours of training learning to safely ride a motorcycle and leading to the proper designation on your driver's license, or 8 hours of advanced training if you are already a rider? How about a program that educates both riders and drivers on sharing the road safely? So, according to a 2015 article, the average Illinoisan spends $190 a year on their morning coffee if they're using the Keurig at home, or $400 getting it on the way to work. A.B.A.T.E of Illinois has been defending the rights of all motorcyclists for over 30 years, and one of the most successful motorcycle rights organizations in the country, and membership's a bargain. I can't tell you how much it is because we're on CAN TV, but you all know, and it's dirt cheap to preserve and protect your rights. Was that okay, Omari? Contact us and join today, please. We love our membership meetings. Everybody sits down, gets together. We get updates on legislative stuff from our legislative coordinator. And we have had somebody at our Springfield, at the Springfield BOD meeting every day, every meeting for the last 30 some odd years. And we even got a prize for that. So it's Pat Jones' baby, because he's always been very, very keen on making sure that there's somebody at every meeting, even if he has to go down himself. And we're not going to miss a meeting for love or money. So remember that. And if Ski's out there, feel free to call in, because we'd like to know a little bit of an update, because we heard something about legislation that was passed in, where was it? Northbrook, that required youths under the age of 16 to be forced to wear a helmet. Somebody's not obeying the Illinois motorcycle, what was it, the vehicle? Something, I forget what the law is, but you can't make laws in your own jurisdiction that contradict Illinois law. The same way we can't make a law in Illinois that would violate federal law. It's very simple. So Ski, if you're out there, call in, give us an update. We heard at the meeting that you were having some problems getting in contact with the people in Northbrook, but it's pretty frightening, because as the noose tightens and government becomes much more restrictive, just because it doesn't affect you directly, oh, you're not under 16, you don't have a kid under the age of 16, trust me, it's just moving up the ladder. How they do it with motorcycles, they do it with the Second Amendment, they do it with the First Amendment, and so on. Don't trust politicians. Believe me, I know. I did my best to try and change the face of politics in Illinois. Oh well. I don't like having the government that the other people deserve. We have to stand up and fight. Because if we don't stand up and fight now, it'll be too late when we wake up and realize that those rights were taken away. So, I mean, even looking at Oscar, I would have been embarrassed as a kid to be wearing a helmet riding a bicycle. Nobody did that. We got down, we cut ourselves, we fell. Like, I still have scars from falling off my bicycle and stuff like that. It was a badge of pride. It was kind of fun. We were allowed to be kids. You know, we learned by our own mistakes. Although, it does remind me of a saying, and I love this one. A fool learns by his own mistakes. A wise man learns by learning the mistakes of others. Oh well, I wasn't that smart when I was a kid. I just kind of like rode my bike, and I can remember having bruises up and down my legs. It was fun. Being a kid was fun. I don't think being a kid is fun anymore. Helmets on bicycles and nets on... It's crazy. Kid can't be a kid anymore. You can't get a scar to show off to your friends. What were you showing me, Oscar? I'm sorry.
They're smartphones.
Oh, they're smartphones. Yeah. They're inside. They're getting fat and fatter and fatter and fatter and sitting behind their smartphones and their computers, and they're keyboard warriors. And they don't even get suntans in the summer. It doesn't matter about your skin color. We got out there and we got sunburns and we had windburns and we had a good time being children with great memories. My gosh. You know, I think they're the things that they take out of the classroom education to, what is it? I don't even know what they do it for, but the first classes to get cut are physical education, because kids can't get hurt, I guess, art, music. And these are the three things. Physical education is so important for your physical well-being. It lays the groundwork for your future body development. You get out and you be active. I remember playing stickball and softball and baseball. We'd improvise. And yeah, we fell and we hurt ourselves, but what great camaraderie and wonderful memories. Or collecting baseball cards. I don't even think there is such a thing anymore. I could be wrong. But I had Herman Killebrew. Oh, that was like a cool baseball card to have. And Mickey Mantle. Mom, you threw away all my baseball cards. I could have been a millionaire. But no, and I even had Beatles cards too. But it was fun being a kid. Again, I don't even know how much fun it is being a child anymore. You know, like, you don't even know which bathroom to use? Jeez, that's kind of icky. You know, I remember in kindergarten, we did have a one-person bathroom. Yes, I do remember kindergarten and nursery school and before. You know, we had a red dot and a green dot. If anybody was in the bathroom, you put up the red dot when you went in, and you turned it so there was the green dot. It was simple, and there was never any confusion. It was so easy. It was fun. It was nice being a kid. And you could bring home cooked treats to class. I remember on my birthday when I was a kid, we used to go to Dianne's Bakery on Toohey and buy a big box of cookies and share it with the classroom. Or somebody would bake a chocolate cake at home and bring it to class, and everybody would share. Now, I don't think you can even bring in food unless it's wrapped or it comes from a large company. Where's the fun of being kids? Or, speaking of treats, do they do this in your classroom too, Oscar? We used to have Taffy Apple Day right around Halloween. And it was like a fundraising for the classroom. They were like 12 cents at the time. Yeah, I'm dating myself. I'm not a kid. But everybody pitched in and it was fun. Where's the fun of being a kid now? You can't even, and we had even had it where one time somebody brought homemade taffy apples into the classroom. And they were the best. You can't bring that into the classroom anymore. How sad. How frustratingly sad. Because it was once fun being a kid. Anyways, I digress. And let's see. Now, as you all know, I'm Director of Safety and Education, and I do have to apologize. I've done my best making phone calls, calling, talking to various driver education programs. They haven't been bringing the classroom presentations, even of the police officers and safety workers this semester. I don't know why that is. But the Chicago chapter of A.B.A.T.E of Illinois takes great pride in our safety and education programs. Over the years, we've been fortunate to have had dedicated directors who have volunteered and instructed thousands of students every year through high school driver's education programs. And programs like these are designed to instruct new and inexperienced drivers how to look for and interact with motorcycles on the roadways. And by the way, if any of you know of any schools or groups that would like to have us bring the presentation in, please let us know. It's a fun program. It's a 7-minute video. We sit around, we talk about it. Yeah, it's geared toward the high school classroom, but adults benefit by it too, because you get into some groups where maybe some people are motorcyclists and other people are not. They're not even aware of the issues that people who do ride motorcycles contend with, and sometimes nursing homes and places like that. They don't know. And it's always a lot of fun to sit around and talk with people and share experiences and ideas and attitudes about things. And thank you, A.B.A.T.E of Illinois, for fighting on behalf of motorcyclists, whether or not you're members. But if you're not a member of A.B.A.T.E and you do ride a motorcycle, you might want to consider joining us, even just to have the membership, because it's one more member that when we deal with our legislators in Springfield and Washington, and yes, we do go down to Springfield. We have Legislative Day, one day in March, depending on the year, usually around the 9th through the 16th. And sometimes it's the same time as iGold from the Illinois State Rifle Association. And some of us are members of both. And if both events are going on, well, we stay with the motorcyclists. But it's worth your while to come down and drive with us. Sometimes we go in a group, and a couple times we've had enough people that we were able to rent a couple of little buses to drive down, and it was really a lot of fun. More fun than summer camp, more fun than riding the bus to school, because they're adults, and we laugh, and we joke, and we sing, and we bring food along. It's a riot. But it's all for a good purpose. And we meet one-on-one with our legislators from around the state of Illinois. And every chapter has its elected officials that they meet with. And we have ours from Cook County. They have theirs in DuPage County, and Kendall, and Grundy, and Carroll, and Kane, and, Joe Davies, and I used to know them all. There's 102. Trust me on that. And I've been through most of them, whether it was with my job as an adult probation officer, going to Springfield a couple times a year, with the probation department organization, or producing shrine circuses. I got all around the state, Muhammad Temple in Peoria, and Kozar was Louisville, INED Temple in East St. Louis, and Muhammad in Peoria, and Medina here in Chicago, and Tabala up in Rockford. It's Winnebago County. All roads lead to Rome, aka Springfield, on Legislative Day. And in January we're going to have our state seminar, and the details are going to be posted in the newsletter and on our website. And everybody's welcome to attend, whether you're on the board or just a member. Come on down. On those days, we have we invite people from everywhere, all around Illinois. So you get to meet people that you wouldn't ordinarily meet in your normal walk of life. It's great. We have little parties. We have what do you call them when we have from Chicago? I'm blocking on what it's called. Pat's room. The hangout. We have a hangout room. We've got alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverages, food, sandwiches. Olga is a wonderful hostess. She is A.B.A.T.E's hostess with the mostess. Promesta has nothing on Olga Jones. Trust me. And you're always welcome to bring your own stuff down. Whatever you want to eat, bring down. We have it in the room, and sometimes we do silly, adults behaving silly. There's music and just great times. But important things to get involved in, excuse me, are legislative. And you're welcome to come down to Springfield and talk with our legislators. And sometimes we send people to Washington, D.C. to deal with our senators from around the country and to talk about legislative things that we're concerned about. I know when I went a couple of years ago, we had a number of issues like E15 gasoline and the fact that it's got a higher amount of ethanol in it, and ethanol, which burns hotter, will destroy motorcycle engines, boat engines, some small machinery, and many cars that are not made to burn as hot as E15 does. So these are some of the issues that we were talking about. And the Black Box Privacy Protection Act, things like that, looking forward into the future. And now they're talking about even things like, I know Ski was involved in, the self-driving vehicles and things like that, and what are the legal ramifications. So there are a lot of different things that you folks may not even be aware of unless you're a member of A.B.A.T.E, because much of this stuff is not published in the mainstream media. It's almost like it's hidden, it's esoteric, it's occult. But our legislators make legislative decisions that affect all of us. And you should have a right to know what and why the laws are that they're bringing forth that will affect you directly. Whether it's taxes, and I still stand by our old founding fathers, no taxation without representation. And look what's happened here in Chicago. Because we haven't had sufficient representation to stop the red light cameras, to stop the preponderance of the speed cameras, to even effectively fight these tickets. Gradually, slowly, but surely, all of our individual rights, all of our individual freedoms are being taken away from us by the very people that we chose to go to Springfield, to go to Cook County, to go to all the counties where each of us live, to make wise decisions for us. But in the end, all they do is find new ways to tax us, new ways to penalize us, new ways to take away our freedoms. And I say it's high time that we said, stop. I've tried, I may yet try again. The point being that if you have a voice, let it be heard. Let it be heard. Because more likely than not, we have people that are not in elective office that are smarter than our elected politicians. Just saying, get involved. Everybody is welcome. And it's a very, very, very friendly organization. And this is what we're about. I know that right now it's we're at a period of time where a lot of people are thinking about putting their motorcycles away for the winter. And there are some people that will be riding in Toys for Tots. This year it's on December 2nd. I don't have the information about it right now, but as I recall, it is December 2nd. And that too, you don't have to be a rider to participate. I've been involved in various ways with Toys for Tots when I've been called upon, and over at Lane High School and the various different starting places where the groups who ride begin. It's a great time. Please consider getting involved. The Toys for Tots group have meetings, and I believe they post them on Facebook. And the Toys for Tots North Side, and there's Toys for Tots South Side. Engagement is the key. The more people that are out there, the better it is for all of us. And, lest I forget, we've got our November 10th. What's November 10th? It's our membership party. Yay, membership party. And the details about that are going to be on our website. But Andy told us where it's going to be, but I don't have the exact information. I'm embarrassed to say that he told us, but it's going to be November 10th, and you'll all get an email on it, I'm sure. Oscar's looking it up. I think I have it in my phone, but it's a place I'm not familiar with.
The Elite Cafe and Billers, 1945 North Manheim Road in Melrose Park.
Say that again? The Elite Cafe in Melrose Park, and the address?
1945 North Manheim Road.
1945 North Manheim Road. Oh, that's easy to get to. It's in a great area. It's a great area to just get off the highway at Manheim Road. Easy. And it's always a lot of fun. And beside the food that we'll provide, which is like the usual, the chili and the hot dogs, we usually have a potluck. Bring whatever you enjoy eating and something to share with other people. And the more the merrier, like everything. I know I say that a lot, the more the merrier. But that's what this organization is about, and we'd like to see it grow and prosper, because now more than ever, truly now more than ever, we need to stand up to our government and say, just like out of the movie Network, Peter Finch, and I hope I'm quoting him, but it's more like paraphrasing. We're sick and tired and we're not going to take it anymore. And we can't and we shouldn't. Because once more, we elected them to serve us. And that's what politics is all about. And if you don't like the politician in the district where you live, run against him or her. Make them fight for their position. So anyways, thank you everybody for joining in tonight. I'm sorry nobody called in, but we'll look forward to seeing you at our next debate meeting on the 21st of November. And information will always be posted on the website. Have a safe, healthy Halloween and enjoy. See you down the road.